Welcome back in. New Virginia laws took effect July 1st, and one of the biggest changes is aimed at drivers who have a history of reckless speeding. Virginia is now the first state in the country to launch a statewide program using intelligent speed assistance, or ISA technology. The goal is to prevent repeat offenders from speeding in the first place. And joining us this morning is Michael Travars, president of LifeSafer ISA, to explain how this technology works and what it can mean for safety on Virginia roads. Good morning to you. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
First, explain to us exactly what intelligent speed assistance is and how this technology works.
Intelligent speed assistance is an aftermarket device that gets installed in vehicles. While it's in a vehicle, it holds that vehicle to the speed limit of the road that it's on. The intention of these kinds of programs is to train people to break their habit of speeding by holding them to the speed limit and teaching them what the rules of the road are and how to obey them.
And of course, we know this really targets repeat reckless driving offenders, reckless speeders. Virginia is the first state to roll this out statewide. Talk about what makes this law so significant.
It's really impressive to me that Virginia was the state to raise their hand and do this first. This is something that's new, and new is always hard to go first. That said, Virginia's law has been echoed in multiple states. We have now Maryland, Arizona, Georgia, Washington, New York even have all moved forward with super speeder laws because everybody sees the cost that these reckless speeders are causing with lives on the road.
Yeah, and talk about that a little bit more. I mean, what kinds of crashes and tragedies is this law and this technology hoping to prevent?
Uh, Speeding is, if not the number one, the number two cause of injuries and deaths on our roads today. And we aren't just talking about drivers, we're talking about pedestrians, bike riders, all of those people that share the road with those cars. The intention of the super speeder laws is to address the epidemic of speeding, to lower speeds on the road. We know physics is unbeaten. We know that if we lower the speed on the road, we will lower injuries and deaths.
Yeah, and of course, as you mentioned, anything that is new, there's always skepticism, criticism. What do you say to people who hear this and think it's government overreach or that it's really taking control away from drivers?
Well, first of all, I'd say the technology isn't new. This has been proven in billions of miles in fleets all across the world. London, New York City, Washington, D.C., they all did ISA pilots en masse in their fleets, and every single one showed dramatic improvements in speeding. And of course, with the improvements in speeding, you get improvements in risk and death. The other thing I would say is that it's not overreach. There's been multiple successful programs using ignition interlocks for drunk drivers. We should think of ISA as no different. We're addressing the epidemic of speeding the same way ignition interlocks address the epidemic of drunk driving on the roads.
Yeah, and we just have about 30 seconds left, but I want to ask you, I mean, if this program proves to be successful in Virginia, what do you hope that other states will take away from this?
I hope that Virginia's program shows a reduction in injuries and deaths. If we save even one life by pushing these kind of super speeder programs, it'll be worth it. That'll be one less mother that's mourning their teenager that crashed a car into a tree and died because they were driving too fast. I hope to see these kinds of laws go nationwide to every state to pick up this opportunity to improve road safety across the United States.
All right, Michael Travars, we appreciate your time and insight this morning. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right, stay with us. We'll be right back.